Hey everybody, it's BenInBeta, and today I have some towels for you on the channel. A couple of weeks ago, a company called Fantasticlean reached out to me and asked if I would give their towels a try. So they sent me the 6-pack of these microfiber towels, which are really highly versatile. And the couple things that I really like about these towels is A, they come in different colors, which is kind of fun for people. But these are 700 GSM towels, meaning they have a nice weight to them. They're also super plush and soft, and they have two different naps. They have a high pile side, so a little bit higher nap, and a lower nap side. And these towels are really very versatile. They're meant to be able to be used on multiple different surfaces. You can use them for cleaning glass, you can use them for interior detailing, you can use them for wiping down countertops. They're super versatile, really soft, and they do have the soft edges as well, which is really nice. The advantage of the high GSM, that 700 GSM in a towel this size, is when you go to clean, especially if you fold in quarters like this, and you put pressure down, it's going to make sure that you're really distributing that pressure, and you're not just wiping down like with a paper towel when you wipe and you get your handprint. That's not gonna happen with this because you're distributing the weight. This is also gonna be really great for a ceramic spray or a detailing spray that you're gonna use in a vehicle, because you have the low pile side for that initial buffing and then the high pile side to just make sure you got everything off. And the high pile side is gonna be great for interiors on your vehicles as well. We're gonna test that out here in a little bit, but I like a little bit of a high pile for getting around in your vehicle, because these just get into those crevices a little bit better and pick up that dirt. So super soft, and they work really well. These would be good for rinseless washing potentially as well. They're not quite the same as like an auto fiber towel, but they're very similar to that. And again, that heft, that 700 GSM is actually really nice in a towel like this. Misty has been enjoying using these in the kitchen. So I'm gonna show you a couple different uses for that right now and how well they do. So let's check that out here right now. So most of the time we use rinseless wash in the kitchen. And so a couple different ways we can use this would be, again, they have the high pile and the low pile. So the low pile is gonna be nice for kind of just cleaning things off in general. So that's what we're gonna use right now. We're just gonna put a little bit on here and a little bit on here as well. So you just kind of see what this does. Now this is not super dirty because I just cleaned it last night, but you're gonna see a little minute like how this works in a little bit of a different way as well. So now we're just using that low pile side right now. For the initial clean here really quick. And it's not leaving streaks behind, which is what that side is kind of for, which is really nice. And now it's getting nice and smooth. And then I can flip it to the other side if I would like, to use that high pile a little bit more, or that little bit more of a higher nap side. And just make sure I got everything. And it's now nice and smooth and clean, and hopefully it looks really good on camera. That's one use. The next one, so here you can see I got quite a few chunks. And I just made a nice dinner last night and I didn't do a good job of cleaning this off, but I need to do that now. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this at this point and get this done. And what's great about that high pile side is look at how much stuff that just grabbed onto. A lot of times towels won't do that. So that's what's nice about this right now, is went and grabbed all that dirt and got it off here really quickly. And it does release pretty well too, where you kind of shake it off here. It'll actually release a lot of that stuff, so you can keep kind of using it over and over. And now just to get sort of the finished side, we're gonna flip to that low nap side here just to get the rest of it. We got the big chunks, and just make sure it looks really nice here at the end. These are also made with recycled plastics, so that's kind of cool too. And it's a nice microfiber towel. Like really, I'm pretty impressed with these overall. And for a 6-pack, they're only like $13. So that's pretty good as well. Now you can see that we've gotten this cleaned off too. So people are always asking me about towels, and these are some really pretty good ones for like that $13, $14, $15 mark. So I have links to these in my description. I also have a discount code that will be available for a short time. So make sure you hit that and save 30% on your towels. That's pretty crazy. Saving another 30% off the 15 for 6 towels. Pretty good. And again, these are great for multi-purposes. These are also really highly absorbent. They really pick up a lot of water. I actually spilled some water the other day and threw one of these towels on there and picked it up immediately. And the advantage of using towels over paper towels is you can just wash them and use them again, so you're not wasting a lot of money and throwing a bunch of stuff into the trash. Not that paper towels don't have their place, but it is nice to be able to reuse things when you can. And how does it work on stainless? Let's take a look there and see how it works. And these work great for cleaning appliances as well. Very impressed. Again, I'm just using rinseless wash right here. This is DIY Details V2, I believe. So that's what we're using today. And I think that looks pretty darn nice. So that's how they work in the kitchen, but it might be interesting to see how well they work on a vehicle. All right, it's kind of hard to see, but the truck does have a decent amount of some dust and things from a recent overlanding trip, and I need to get that cleaned off. And actually the screen is quite dirty. You can see there's some dirt, some fingerprints, that kind of stuff. So I want to use this to clean all that. Now the 2 naps are really good for this. The longer nap side, that side's going to be great for getting into cup holders and things like that, into crevices. Whereas that short nap side is going to be great on things more like the screen. So we're going to start with the screen up here, just show you what that looks like, show you the steering wheel as well, and just show you how well this works on this. So I do want to put a little bit on here. We're using the DIY Detail Interior Clean and Protect today for fun, though I could use rinseless as well. But on my screen, I actually do want to get a little bit on here. You got to be careful. You don't want to overdo it on screens, but I do have dust on there and some dirt. So I want to make sure we're good there. Now, my knob accidentally fell off, or I guess just fell off this last trip, which is unfortunate. But that's not what we're here to worry about today. We're just worried about cleaning the interior really well. But I can get behind the knob now, which I normally couldn't do, and get into some of those areas really nicely here. Make sure I get the controls good. And I think you can see now that all those prints are gone and everything. It's nice and clean. So it did a good job there. Now we can see if it does a good job as well on the steering wheel. So here we go. Take a look at that. Does it get all the dust? And I would say that's pretty darn nice and clean. So those are a couple different uses for these Fantasticlean towels. Fantasticlean also has a drying blanket, which I'll have linked below too. Also, please remember these videos do take a lot of time and effort to make, so don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that. Share this out with anybody who might be interested or need some towels for cleaning, interior, exterior, whatever. Just want some good quality towels to be able to clean all their surfaces. For less than $15 to get 6 of these is pretty great. And being able to use them again and again. They are super absorbent. They work really well in many different instances. So Fantasticlean did a nice job with these. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I would be happy to answer those as well. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, live your life in beta, and we'll see you next time.